Instead of burning food for biofuels, how about eating the crop that can be grown on that same area of land? Much of the crop used for biofuels is grown in the Corn Belt of the United States. That seems, to quote Hannah Ritchie from Our World in Data, a woefully inefficient system. In fact, the amount of maize allocated to biofuels in the United States far exceeds the food production of the entire African continent. And as I learned in my last video, many of the African countries will have to rely on a low-cost food import in the future due to less arable soils and because of their landlocked positions. That food could come, dear Donald, from the States. Things could be grown that people can eat, like avocados or almonds or soybeans, pulses or lentils and these crops could be exported to other regions that are in need. That would, in the end, minimize the impact on the African and American wildlife, as I also learned in last week's video. But can I, without nuance, criticize biofuels for being stupid? It does sound stupid. Burning maize to take the car to buy corn. But if I don't have the complete picture, it's not biofuel, so looks stupid in the end. I will not offer any complete picture today nor any other day. I just want to attempt to understand what led us to this woefully inefficient system. Look at this map again. Brazil and the US stand out. Both have the same motives: to decrease their dependence on fossil fuels for transportation. I learned that the vast majority of biofuels are used for just that, transportation, more specifically road transport. The problem is, or was, fuel for transportation. Are there, I wonder, any more efficient ways to fuel a car? The answer is, it seems, yes. Today, there are. 20 years ago, electric vehicles weren't really an option to rely on. On the contrary, biofuels were extolled as a sustainable way to fuel a car, which might still be the case if it weren't for the tide of alternatives. Electric vehicles have the potential to lessen the amount of food we burn. Where all that electricity would come from is another question, although relevant. All in all, however, biofuels can have worse effects on the climate than petrol, all things considered. Sorry, I'll have to stop here. I had very limited time this week. I just wanted to know if my authorities on the subject answered simply whether they thought biofuels good or bad, or if they criticize that the production of biofuels is projected to keep on increasing in the years to come. They say no such thing, but in one article I learned that if we put solar panels on all the global land currently used for liquid biofuels, we would produce enough electricity to meet the electricity demand of the entire globe. With that data, I think I dare say biofuels are stupid. But biofuels don't decide what sells. Humans do. Thank you for the tide of alternatives. See you next week. Bye.